complimentary.
You know, so yeah, interested to see how that gap's closed. Now that I know Taylor's been at all the national team camps. He's been doing everything during the summer. You know, now he got that NCAA title back under his belt again, confidence flowing.
And like you said, national team camps, he wasn't training with the senior level athletes till last summer.
Right.
You know, so all that under his belt, some more experience going overseas, wrestling guys like Sargouche, you know.
Yes. So he's, I think he's primed and ready to give Burroughs a run for his money. Now, I'm still taking Burroughs in that, you know, having said that, but it's going to be close.
Yep.
It's not going to be a cakewalk. So what do we got coming up next?
We got Keith Gavin, John Reeder. Yeah. Then we got Ed Ruth, Clayton Foster, followed by
wait for that.
Deron Wynn, Jake Varner, and Tavel DeLagna, Matt Milners. All kinds of goodies. As we punch past 8 o'clock here in Las Vegas, that's what, 11 o'clock out east.
Yeah, if you're still with us,
you are awesome.
And you're doing the right thing. You're not missing out. We still got some great wrestling coming your way.
Gavin Reeder. That's a good one. You know, Keith Gavin kind of took that spot, was right there near the top. Herbert kind of owned that weight class for a little while. Herbert went to the Olympics and then had surgery and didn't wrestle last year nor this year. Gavin overtook that spot. And
Gavin, one of those guys. He's really technically savvy, always learning, student of wrestling. Won the U.S. Open last year, on the world team last year. I think he won one match at the World Championships last year.
Yep.
And, you know, but he's got a long list of credentials. I'll tell you what, this guy, John Reeder, he's looking to make a name for himself as if he didn't have a name for himself.
Right, the Gladiator.
Yeah, but he's been in the OTC training with Brandon Slay, Dustin Kilgore, Kyle Snyder.
Yep.
They're in there battling every day. I mean, and Reeder's really come on strong. I mean,
I love his style. I love his attitude towards wrestling and towards life. It is like a positive, foot on the gas, pedal to the metal attitude, and like, let's just go and be awesome all the time.
Exactly. And
very positive kind of guy.
He's putting in the work. He's putting in all the camps. He's putting in all the time, going overseas. You know, I mean, he's really going to make a run at this thing this year. So let's see if he's been able to close that gap with Gavin. Actually, I think the last time they wrestled, Reeder actually beat Gavin overseas right before the World Championship.
Really?
At the World Championship tune-up tournament, they drew each other in the first round. I'm pretty positive that Reeder beat Gavin.
We're going to do it again. Get on underway. What, it's 86 this year, 86 kilos.
Yeah, here's a little tidbit for you. Keith Gavin, never a state champion in high school, made a world team in PA.
And was an NCAA champion.
NCAA champion. Third and seventh in high school for PA.
Well, PA's not very good, so
no.
I get it.
No Oklahoma.
Reeder in the blue. Gavin in the red, 86 kilos, semifinal here at the 2014 U.S. Open. And John Reeder is strong.
Yeah, he is.
He is strong. He was 165 in college his senior season, bumped up to 174, ran the table, was an NCAA champ, and hasn't looked back. He's continued to grow and improve and get big.
Right. He was third at the U.S. Open a year ago. Also third at the World Team Trials as well. He ended up losing to Clayton Foster, I believe, in that. The World
Didn't
Team
Foster
trials.
make it to the finals?
Foster made it to the finals
Lost
and he lost to Gavin twice. So, again, another interesting dynamic, all matchups, you know.
All about matchups, my friend.
Yep, and Reeder won the Dave Schultz this year and last year. Just, I mean, impressive fashion for him. Third at the Alexander Medved in Belarus, won the Dan Kolov International in Bulgaria. Two-time 8th place finisher at the University World Championships at that university level. And Gavin, of course, won World Team Trials, won U.S. Open last year. It was third at the Olympic Trials, and the list goes on and on for him.
Sure. And Gavin, you know, his style is more, kind of a little bit more European style. He's a little bit more upper body, but not throws. More, he's got all these tricky drags. He showed a bunch on Technique Wave one day, and I blown away. I'm like, how can you do? I know like 2 arm drags, and I thought that was it. You know, like
Right.
he's like, you drag from here. You got your short elbow arm drags, long elbow arm drags when you're to this corner, arm drags when you're to that corner, arm drags when he does this, arm drags when I do that. My goodness.
Well, like I said, the guy is like a serious student of wrestling. He'll just sit there and watch tape and tape and tape of everyone and anyone, you know,
Yeah.
which is why he's progressed at the rate he has.
The White Snake
So
versus the Gladiator.
Have
And they
a
said,
passivity warning on Reader. Doesn't it look like Reader's cut across the forehead?
yeah, or is it just all red?
We might see a repeat of the NCAA finals with the tape all around.
Oh, snap. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be awesome.
If I ever win an NCAA title, I hope my head's taped up.
And bleeding.
I'm bleeding. Blood everywhere. Tony Rotundo got a bunch of awesome shots
yeah,
over there on
those are great.
WrestlersandWarriors.com. 40 seconds to go in the first period. 0-0 between Gavin and Reader. Reader on the shot clock, and they will go 1 point for Keith Gavin. Oh, Gavin pulls him down. Reader back up to his feet.
Time winding down. See if anyone steals one quick here.
I don't think so. These guys are in such a tight position battle. I don't see.
Completely agree.
Yeah, and sometimes, like they say before, when there's a great position battle like this, guys might be a little hesitant to go out there.
Yeah, you don't want to give up the cheap takedown that cost you the match.
And look at the pants on Jay Jaggers. What is going on there?
So stylish.
At first I thought it was camouflage, but it's not. It's just style. Jaggers got all kinds of style.
Yeah, so quarterfinals. Gavin took out Austin Trotman in the quarters. That was actually a pretty close match. And the Reader took out Raymond Jordan. Raymond Jordan on the comeback scene. This is also one of those really deep weight classes. I think it's the biggest weight class in this tournament, numbers-wise.
Oh, yeah. I think there's like 50 guys or something like that in this weight.
And
Stacked!
With that many guys, they're all hot, like top level, best of the best.
All-Americans, NCAA champs.
I think we're going to have a passivity there on Gavin.
First passive on Keith. 34 seconds into this period.
He's actually on the shot clock. Second passivity.
That's what I said. That's exactly not what I said.
Let's see if Keith can get one here. He's trying to drive Reader.
Ooh, nice job. Heavy hands got Reader off balance a little bit, but this thing could be tied. And there was one of those drags. That was a drag to a shot set up, and there's going to be a point. He gets to the edge, shoves Reader out of bounds, barely. Reader tried to high step, tapped out of bounds, and it's another point for Gavin. So now it gets interesting because Keith Gavin has a 2-point lead. Reader will need to get a takedown, which neither guy has been even remotely close to doing here, But he's going to have to open up, and back to what I said earlier, I wonder if him being offensive will open up counterattacks for Gavin.
I mean, you would think it would. But you're also going to think Gavin's going to be okay with giving up a push-out, on any sort of dangerous, iffy situation.
Yep.
He's got that to give, so.
Reader working the head, trying to pull it down. Gavin peeks at the clock, sees that there's just about a minute to go. He'll continue to keep good position. And now they're going passive blue. He's a passive red. We got passive red against Gavin. I believe it's confirmed. Yep, and they're going to stop it.
Yep, so Gavin's going to go on the shot clock yet again. But really, doesn't make a whole lot of difference. with that 2-point lead. Reeder's still going to have to get a takedown.
Or a push out.
Or 2 push
Oh, look at that. He got put on the shot clock and he's forced to attack, and he does. Reeder! Ooh! Who are they going to say? They say 2 blue. They say 4 blue. And they say 4 blue, and it's going to be a 2-point chest strap out of bounds. The red cube comes onto the mat.
I'm pretty sure that's 4.
And Reeder, I think I read his lips. I think he said it was out of bounds.
Yeah, that's one thing to look at. We got the replay right behind us. So
unfortunately, it's behind us. Not where we can
the question
pan the camera.
is, did Reeder hit out of bounds before he turned Gavin? Because it was clearly, you know, feet to back. Let's look at it here.
Reeder's hand, Gavin's hand might have been out of bounds. His right hand may have barely been out of bounds.
Also got to think about continuation here too. Let's look at this. It might be changed to 2. He's on his knees, on his feet, on his knees. He leaves his knees to his back. So I think that's going to be 2.
Gavin wanted 1 for the push out and immediately said throw the cube.
Let's look here and see if Reeder hit out too. Reeder's not out yet. No, Reeder did not go out. So I think
sure his right foot didn't go out? So what are they going to say? We're in limbo. This is big.
Looks like they're calling 2 red on this.
2 red?
They're calling 2 for Gavin. They must have said exposure for Reeder and out of bounds.
Interesting.
I don't know that we must not have had the right angle.
Hey, they had a look at it. They knew the rules better than we do. Gavin fending off some monstrous attacks that are going to be coming from Reeder now. He's got nothing to lose by going forward. And there it is. Setting up re-attacks, and it's going to be a 1-point push-out, just like we said. The more you open up, the more you become vulnerable sometimes with these guys that are so closely contested. 17 seconds to go. Reeder. 10 seconds. And Gavin's going to keep that underhook, keep him close. Try to not allow. He peeks at the clock. 4 seconds to go. And that will do it. Keith Gavin's going to be 5-0 win over John Reeder here at 86 kilograms. And he's going to move into the finals tomorrow night. He's going to see the winner of Foster